Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Retro and Rare podcast episode for Mickey and Mallory Monday. What movie is that from? Mickey and Mallory. If you don't say this, I'm going to shut the fucking microphone off and beat the shit out of you and continue the show. Mickey and Mallory. Doyle.
Mickey's Funhouse?
Natural Born Killers. Are you kidding me? You don't know who Mickey and Mallory Knox are? Your boy, Tommy Lee Jones is in that movie with very high blood pressure as the warden of that jail. He is very upset. And then Robert Downey Jr. is the reporter. Listen, girlfriend got a new apartment right down the street. I slept at her place. It's kind of chaos in the apartment. She's got a little TV set up with the Roku box, and there was random movies playing late last night, and Natural Born Killers was one of them. Have to watch it. Now, I watched the entire Natural Born Killers at 3 in the morning on nothing but no volume and closed captions. It's a very different experience watching that movie. What's your favorite part of that movie, Doyle? I'm laughing already.
That's your boy Woody Harrelson, right? He's in it, right?
Yeah, it's Woody Harrelson, thank you, who's also Carnage. And we will get to, because have you seen the Carnage leaks yet? They had a couple of photos of Carnage in the new movie. We'll talk about it in a minute. Rodney Dangerfield, that's your boy. I'm going to come up and see how clean you are. It's a little sketchy, but it's funny.
That's Quentin Tarantino shit.
Quentin Tarantino at his finest. It's beef, lady. 50 pounds of beef. Yeah. Great movie, but that's not the movie I wanted to talk about. Although it worked because it's Mickey and Mallory Monday. Heat. Now you know Heat. Let's not. I mean, you're not going to fuck around, right? You know Heat. Val Kilmer, De Niro, Pacino. Okay. I haven't watched Heat in long enough that I don't want to say forgot. You never forget the movie. Bro. That has to be, I sound like such an idiot. That is one of the greatest movies I've ever seen in my life. I can't believe like I said, I don't want to say I forgot it. The story, I can't even get over it, bro. Like, the love stories and bro, that movie.
Yeah, no spoilers.
No, fuck that. It's way past spoiler alert. It's fucking 1995 or some shit, bro. But you know what I realized? I am extremely like Robert De Niro in that movie. I am, because of the way I'm detail oriented. Well, eventually it's going to get me killed, I guess, at some point. But bro, I don't know. I feel very connected to Robert De Niro's character in that fucking movie the whole time. Even the way he met the chick, the girl that worked at the store, the metal shiner. You probably haven't watched the movie in forever. But oh man, I'm going to get into a 20-minute thing about Heat. It struck a chord with me last night, bro, that it blew my mind.
Not better than Goodfellas, though.
It's a different movie. You know, I look at Heat like I look at, not really, it's not the same movie.
It's like a cop movie, right?
Well, no, like Point Break. Meaning, because there's jobs. You just like Point Break because Keanu Reeves in it. I'm an FBI agent. Johnny Utah. Shout out Johnny Utah. Yeah. He's got to surf the wave? Yeah. Well, that wave's going to kill him, bro. Rest in peace, Patrick Swayze.
He did ride the wave, though.
Yeah, it was a 1 in 100-year wave or whatever. Yeah, you got to let him do it, bro.
He's going to die at the end.
But dude, Val Kilmer in that movie, incredible. But I like the details. I like when whoever writes those things of when Val Kilmer's girl, the cops got her and they were trying to bait Val Kilmer character into coming to the house at the end, and she was in on it, and then when she saw him, she signaled him to wave him off, don't come inside, and then she told the cops it wasn't him. Once again, if someone never saw this movie, they have no idea, but I would assume most people have seen Heat. Very long movie, very great movie. That's just the vibe I'm on today. It was great, and I'm excited. Other than that, we're back, another episode. We're here on a Mickey and Mallory Monday. I cannot believe that you didn't know what the fuck that was from. I'm going to let it go instead of getting up, beating the shit out of you. It's too much effort. I'm in a good, chilled, relaxed mode, and I'm excited to be back for the show. We do have topic suggestions. Doyle, what is the weather report today? What do we got? I mean, it's kind of, I don't know. What does it say?
It's a little bit cloudy, but it's super humid.
It's very humid.
Real heat index is 101.
Okay, thank you, Doyle. And I can see rain in the distance down yonder. I can see it.
You want me to pan to it?
No, don't touch. No. The camera is. Oh, by the way, let's address the comments, people saying that it was too bright. Listen, go to your boy Doyle, ladies and gentlemen. He operates the camera. I just talk a whole bunch of shit and you listen to it. All the technical shit, the editing, all that's Doyle.
But you liked it bright.
I think it looked great, and I think people need to step up their ocular game, get their 2010 vision correct, get their equipment right, up your brightness, get your shit calibrated so your black levels are correct, and you may not have that issue.
How does it look on the OLED?
I thought it looked phenomenal. I thought it looked great. I purposely told you to wash out the back a little bit so we get more detail in the foreground.
People are blinded by the light.
That's your boy, The Weeknd. I gave you a breakdown about the Starboy song the other day, and you didn't know about it.
That's all right.
Well, but see, once again, you just listen to him just singing. You're not hearing what he's saying, the amount of shit that man is talking on that song.
I like the old school Blinded by the Light and Blow.
Oh, that's a great song. And it's perfect in that movie. Like, obviously, the song existed before the movie, but in that movie, Blinded by the Light, it's great, bro. It's phenomenal. That's another great movie. Wow. Boston George. What do you know about cocaine? Yeah, that movie is fucked. And it's a true story-ish, whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we do have topic suggestions. I appreciate the weather report. Is there anything you'd like to tell people before we get started, Doyle? I like to give you a chance at the beginning and the end of the show.
We got trinkets.
We have trinkets today. We have the Infinity Gauntlet from the 2014 Comic-Con that I've had forever, since around 2014. And then I think we may have had the snake box. I'm not liking the way it is. I didn't like it was messing with my OCD a little bit there. It was off the table. This is one of my favorite things in the entire collection. Absolutely, by far. Japanese only. So it's the Japanese GameCube, but it's got the Foxhound logo on top. Comes with a copy of the original Metal Gear game, and then Twin Snakes, and a controller. But the controller doesn't have anything, unfortunately, like labeled that it's Metal Gear. It's just a gray controller. It does come, the booklet in there is dope. It's got the snake skin on it. Very clean. So yeah, that's the trinkets. We also have a trinket by Doyle. I guess we'll start the show here. Doyle, you're excited about this. You brought this today. Pokemon Stadium, what's the significance of this?
It's been 20 years.
20 years, as Doyle says. This is Pokemon Stadium 2, though. Are you cheating the people because you don't have the original Pokemon Stadium complete on 64? You figured you'd bring this one and give them a little bait and switch. I don't think it's 20 years since the second one, though, is it?
No, yeah.
Oh, it's 20 years for the second one. Now, what's the difference between the first and the second one? You could take more pictures. This seems a little. Oh, Snap. I'm sorry. Yeah, that is Snap.
This is where they're battling.
Okay, yeah, this is in the stadium, and then Charizard comes in and it fights. Let me think of another. It fights Mewtwo.
That's a good one.
Charmander is a little Charizard.
The baby one.
Well, no, it goes Charmeleon. Hold on. Charmeleon, Charmander, Charizard. Then what happens after that? Then you go into like extra shit, extra accessories.
You get the Mega Evolution.
Oh, okay. It's like Godzilla. They can keep. Okay. I'm trying to think of any other Pokemon knowledge that I may know. I don't know. But this is a cool box. I appreciate the hologram. Much like a lot of other shit, this has probably gone up in value.
Well, that's what I was about to say. The first one is not as much as that one.
How much is this one roughly?
That one's going for $300 now.
No, get the fuck out of here.
CIB?
Get the fuck out of here. CIB is complete in box for the people out there.
Now, what do you think about box protectors? That's your shit.
I do like the box protectors. I appreciate them. I mean, I respect them.
Well, you don't like the 64 boxes.
I hate 64. The carts that they don't have the labels, and you think to put the labels on the top is basura. Okay. All right, so I let you get your nut off about that. You're excited. I'm sure some people are excited with you. It's 20 years from Pokemon Stadium 2. Shout out Charizard again because it's really the only one I know. And by the way, I was doing a little research on the Charizard card that I bought.
Oh.
Am I crazy? Because I know that I still don't understand. I know that there's the Shadow List, and it's the first one, then the second one. What's the one that I have? The second one or the third one?
You have the base set unlimited. So that one is
Series 3. I don't understand any of this. All I'm saying is
the third print.
But okay. So, but it seems to be the price is continuing to go up on that card.
Yeah, because it's still tough to find. I mean, the first edition is impossible. Shadowless is pretty tough. And
are they all holograms or what? Because they're all holograms. Okay. Listen, I'm ignorant with the Pokemon shit.
But you got it.
I'm learning a little.
It's a baby asset.
Well, it is an asset, and I'm treating it like that. I have it stacked up. Look at all those fucking Oh, by the way, I mean, a lot of shit happened in the last week here. You helped me kickstart it where you took off the totes. We put the totes in here. And I started going through them. I locked myself in the apartment 3 days straight where I didn't leave my apartment. Actually, I did. I lied. I went and got coffee because I was going to like Uber Eats like my iced coffee, and it's like $26. And I'm like, I'm an asshole. I'm not that big of an asshole. You could literally walk to Dunkin' Donuts from my apartment. So let's not play that fucking game. Anyway, I locked myself in here. And Doyle, when you left here last time, when we did the podcast, my entire living room was stacked with totes. And it was crazy. Look at it now. It's beautiful. All the figures are off the tables. I have some totes in the front by the door there, and that's it. There's 3 totes left. That's it. Now, as I look into the game room, we got to address the murder scene going on in there. We're still ongoing investigation. Speaking of Heat, I feel like Al Pacino in Heat trying to figure out who is pushing who off the top of that thing there. My shelves and my NECA figures are damaged. Went in there yesterday. We had the fatality of all fatalities, Predator's leg completely broken off. Like 4 feet from the body, from the cadaver, was his leg. He was still holding on to the Xbox controller, even though his arm was kind of broken. So I respected it, but you would think that I already bought the sticky shit that you put on their feet. I would do it. My girl's like, yo, how long are you going to wait? How many times are they going to fall before you just get the tack? I'm like, I'll let it happen one more time. Well, wouldn't you know it, I came in there and Predator is dead. Predator now got replaced by the other Infinity Gauntlet I put in there as a centerpiece because I was able to fix Michael Keaton with little to no effort, so I did it. But Predator requires some surgery. Just like your boy Jack Napier had surgery in Batman. And then when he was done and he unraveled it, remember? And then he said, yes, I understand the tools I has to works with. The German guy or whatever he was.
He tried. He
made it look, yeah, you got understands. So anyway, but the game room's coming along. Now, unfortunately, we had to dismantle the one table. I have to buy another one of these tables. Is really what's going on. But it looked good, though. I left it set up for you to... It did look nice, though, right? Where I put the arcade one-ups and I put the lighting, it looks pretty dope.
People want the podcast to be in the game room.
Yeah, and what do I always say, Doyle? People in hell want ice water. Okay? Or, as my father used to famously tell me, wish in one hand, spit in the other, see what you get first. I think there was more of a NC-17 version, which was like shit in one hand and wish in the other, see what you get first. But anyway, no, we will eventually do a show in there. I don't mind this setup. I think it looks good. We could switch it up. And we're going to bring some new content because we're going to go to the virtual flea. Shout out to Chris and Wiz and the whole gang. Shout out Josh. Shout out my boy Slobby Robbie. Talked to him the other day on the phone. And he's going to be there and we're going to get crazy.
In Miami Beach, man.
Yeah. Now, Doyle, here's the thing. I'm going to take you shopping before we go. You need to get some decent stuff. Listen, I got us a nice fucking hotel. Probably overspent on the hotel. We're only going to be there for 2 days. 2 days, 2 nights. We're going to go ham. We're going to have a good time.
Vintage shirts, the Zelda.
Doyle, vintage shirts are fine. We got to get rid of the basketball shorts, man. You got tree trunks for fucking legs. You're wearing white high socks. You're still wearing those goddamn Son of Mars Jordans that I sold you 8 years ago.
I run with them.
I know. They're beat to absolute shit. You know what? I'm going to take you to Foot Locker, Champ Sports. We'll get you 1 pair of sneakers. We don't wear the same size shoe. Oh, maybe you do. That's why I sold it to you. What are you?
I can wear the 64 sneakers.
I gave you the Nintendo 64 sneakers. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Those are Air Max 97s. Those are great. You might have just saved yourself $200.
Or let me get the Raekwon shoes.
Raekwon shoes. Oh, by the way, yesterday, 26th anniversary of Only Built for Cuban Links. Thank you for bringing up the Chef Raekwon. Top 5 hip-hop album of all time. Good friend of the show. We should hit up Raekwon. Tell him to come to the virtual flea. He might want to buy... imagine he came through and bought all the Wu-Tang shirts. He probably has some just laying around. I should hit him up.
You should you should wear the Raekwon.
I know. Well, it's too big. Oh. It's too big. Everything's too big for me, bro. If it's not like a child's fucking youth large, it's too small or too big for me. But I am going to bring it there. I am going to bring a lot of garments there that I'm not going to really sell. I'm going to sell the Carnage shirt, though. But I already have it kind of sold to Josh. Josh is going to Future Pass. He's picking it all up.
It's so big, right?
Rage Against the Machine, Wu-Tang shirt, all that's gone.
Yeah, but it's not even your size.
That's the problem. If it was, then I would keep it. I have no problem keeping the shirt, but you know what? I'm done with just like storing it in the closet and every month or so just go, oh shit, yo, I forgot, this is dope, Carnage, oh, and then that's not my steez, bro. If you're not wearing it and you're not rocking it, or it's not, But I know people that might have shirts that they never wear. It's just as a display piece, and that's cool, and that's their thing. For me, I got to be able to wear it. Now, some people will say, well, you could shrink it. Yeah, you're right, but how much is it going to shrink? It's an XL. I needed to go to a fucking, as my famous size is, extra medium is my size. So I need it around the medium size. Yeah. And it's not going to happen. We're not going XL to medium in my fucking washing machine in here. Or unless there's some kind of tricks that people want to let me know about. I don't fucking know. But I don't want to fuck up the shirt either. It's, an old shirt. Like, it's in great condition. I don't want to start fucking fading, or it's in really good shape. So,
are you looking to get any shirts?
Well, here's what the problem is. The problem is I should probably sell whatever I have that I'm going to bring down there. And I'm not getting a booth, and I'm not going to like bully inside and try to. I just have a couple of people that I know will buy some shit from me that are just friends down there.
We have a lot of shit though.
I should take the cash and run. But you know what my problem is? Motherfuckers be like, yo, but I'll trade you. Yo, I got this Carnage shirt. I got this fucking X-Men shirt, this Gambit shirt. Why don't we just do a trade? It's your size. And I'm going to be like, fuck. Now here's the next thing. We're going to Miami. I kind of want to party it up. Now, you know me. I'm no drinker now, going on 3 years almost. 2 years. 2 years. October 2019. So we're approaching 3. I've already broken the thing, which I've had a couple of drinks, champagne and shit. I took my girl to like a nice restaurant, and she doesn't drink either, but every once in a while at dinner, normal people shit. See, like the difference was I used to drink 7 days a week, but I also wasn't a raging alcoholic. So it's not like I've been to all my AA meetings and I need to like never drink again. It's just, it was more of a mental game with me. Like I don't drink. I don't care. Thank God I don't. It would be in big trouble over here. I'm down the street from every bar in Orlando. But in Miami, what am I going to do? I'm going to go see my good friend Slobby Robbie and not have a fucking drink with him at the club? Yeah, I got him. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Should I do it? We'll let the people decide. Of course they're gonna be like, yeah, get fucking hammered. Spend $5,000 at the bar. No. We're not doing that.
You could buy out the bar.
I could buy out the bar, and I'm not gonna buy out the bar. For what? For other people? Some random stupid chicks? No. We're not doing that. If anything, I'll get a fucking table, and I'll just look like a real douchebag, and I'll just get little fucking velvet ropes around me, and I'll sit at a table and drink my seltzer. I'll drink my little fucking bubbly. God bless. Let's get to some topics, by the way. We're really ranting and raving today, by the way. It's a weird energy.
No, but that's next week, though, right?
The 14th would be the virtual flea.
All right, so what do we got? We got...
I don't know. Give me some topics. Thank you for sending in topics, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate it.
All right, so we got A Reyes,
okay.
360. What's your favorite memory you enjoyed during the 90s other than video games?
Ooh, I like that question. I didn't... Well, you know what? Just randomly, I'll just say shit that pops in my head. I didn't think of it then, but like just the random, middle school days, walking home from school, riding bikes home from school, coming home. I was a latchkey kid, meaning my parents were never home because they both worked full time. They didn't come home till 5, 6 in the afternoon. So when I got home at 2:46 p.m., whatever it was, I always had the house to myself. And I would always have friends over, and we would play video games or watch like the after school cartoons. I would always have a bowl of cereal. The innocence of that. The innocence of, you don't realize it when you're fucking, how old are you in like 7th and 8th grade? Like fucking 12, 13, I don't even know. You don't think about that. You just think, I came home from school, throw your backpack on the couch. But now that I'm older and I look back at those days, I'm like, I would give anything to have it. And that's why I manifest all this shit, is because I'm not trying to relive those days. I just like constant reminders. And like, that used to be some of my favorite shit, man. Just hopping on my fucking Robinson Rebel and riding my bike home. And it was the perfect riding distance from my middle school to my house. Once I got into high school, once 9th grade hit, I already knew people that were in school that had cars, and they used to pick me up every morning. And then I got old enough to have my own car. So things changed a lot. But middle school days were still like the purity and it was cool. And everyone, like, I lived in such a nice small neighborhood, and everyone knew each other and shit. It was dope. It was just dope. So yeah, just coming home and fucking watching TV, eating cereal, fucking playing games. And
MTV used to be the shit.
Yeah, MTV, bro. After school, music videos, man. What the fuck? Now they have like MTV music video, but it's like a dedicated channel. But you don't watch. I don't watch music videos like that anymore. You just go to YouTube if you want to watch a video. But really, who's watching that? Like, I know new artists still make videos, but anyway, I'm trying to think if there's any other kind of. I used to be big into like after school, like sports and stuff like that. Playing some pickup basketball with friends at the park because I lived behind a park. My house and then the fence and then a giant park, full-size basketball court. So I was able to, from my deck in my house, like hook shot into a full-size basketball court growing up. And my father cut the top of the fence off so we can hop back and forth, which ended up being a problem because my yard became a cut-through for everything and everyone. Crazy shit. And then as I got older, we used to get fucking hammered and steal my dad's Budweisers and drink them in the sump. Literally a sump that was no longer fucking working. We used to, yeah. So it became like bad. Anyway, I got caught on that fence a bunch of times in my life. Just like I'm 17, hammered off Budweiser at 2 a.m, jumping my fence, and just my jeans would get caught on the fence and I'd be hanging off the, yeah. Those were the days, man. Those were the days. So anyway, yeah, random shit like that was cool. I'm trying not to make it game related because they asked to not make it game related, but games were a thing.
I feel like back then you used to go out more, you know, like bikes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, outdoor shit. Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm sure there's obviously a difference between a 13-year-old now and a 13-year-old in 1994 or 1996 because the internet alone, I mean, it was already bad enough that we had video games but the internet alone, I just think kids don't go out as much anymore and they just don't, you know, like, and if they do, it's because their parents are specifically like, no iPad, no, get the fuck outside. Like, I know my nephew, my nephew Brooklyn, like, they're fucking, he's young, he's only like 3. They're like super, like, no, go outside, like, don't touch the electronics, like, they're all about it, so.
Yeah, he might be all-American football player.
Yeah. Well, he's already a genius, bro. He's already like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, sometimes, you know, when you're like a kid, like a young kid, and they talk, and it's like, how do you know all this? Like, you're fucking 3. Like, what's going on? Why are you talking like that? And yeah, he's into cars and shit. Like, I get him all these cars, and he knows each car. And I got him the Mario Kart remote control car. Oh. And then his father rode it into my pool at my other house. And like, it's not waterproof, Bobby. Not waterproof, bro.
Well, in the video games, you can do that. They go in the water.
In Mario Kart?
Yeah.
What's the best Mario Kart, Doyle? Because you're a big Mario Kart guy.
Mario Kart
64? Oh, Double Dash. That's on the GameCube.
Yeah.
By the way, that's another game I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't know. I haven't checked the prices on GameCube, but I've been checking prices lately because I started doing an inventory. Bro, what's going on out there? And people are paying. I'm looking at sold listings, bro. People are paying, once again, 40% more than I'd looked when the last time I did my like little inventory thing.
We should do one.
I know. Somebody in the comments last time talked about a specific app. I forget the name of it, but I appreciate it because they were right. Like, it's a very simple app to use. You just literally scan and it knows what it is, and then it has the market values. And I don't know how
you still
accurate.
Gotta throw through it, though.
Well, of course, but you know what? To me, eBay being the central thing, it's like the best idea is eBay. Look at sold listings, make sure they're consistent. Sometimes on eBay, the sketchy shit is like the exact same game or item or bike or something will sell, and then it's like it's for sale again though. So it's like they didn't pay, or is it a scam? Or I'm like, it's the same photos though. And it says it's or best offer, and it's the same thing sold over and over. And I'm like,
somebody had the Pokemon Stadium sealed, the one that I showed.
Sealed,
7,800, and it didn't meet reserve.
Right, because that's not meeting reserve though. The ones I'm talking about are ones that are like or best offer, but it was sold, and then they relisted, and it's like, did someone not pay for it, or are you being a scumbag, or I don't know, something's fishy. I don't know. All right, next topic. What do we got?
That was it for the
childhood memory thing. What was I going to say, bro?
What about wrestling?
I didn't watch wrestling after school. I always watched wrestling on Saturday mornings. Back in WWF days. Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Hacksaw Jim Duggins. I used to like him a lot. Ho! And he used to have the fucking 2x4. What a simple concept. Dude, the guy was just wearing blue tights. He was an American motherfucker. And he had a fucking 2x4. And you just loved him. I used to like the British Bulldog.
Mankind,
yeah, Mick Foley. Mick Foley's one of the best ever. Dude love. Mankind, yeah. Hell in the Cell, Undertaker, Mankind, my favorite match of all time. 100%. JR, my God, the man's broken in half. What did he say? He's got a family. And JR was pissed because he was borderline saying, like, I know this is a show, but enough is enough.
Yeah,
He's
that's like
broken in
two
half.
stories,
Yeah,
right?
no,
From the
listen,
cage?
there's no faking that. And with your boy, what is that guy? The famous line? It's still real to me, damn it. That
Yeah, but
was
they don't
awesome.
do that type of shit anymore.
No, of course. Well, actually, no. Shout out someone who I know. I don't know if you know who Matt Cardona is. He was a Zack Ryder. He was a wrestler back in.
Oh, yeah.
He's bouncing around to these new like wrestling federations or companies. I don't fucking know. I don't follow wrestling anymore. It's like Impact, and then there's like I don't know. But he did some kind of crazy hardcore match that I fucking watched because I follow him and I've actually spoke to him. He lives in Orlando. He collects figures and shit like that. That's how I know him. And he got bloody, like super, like it reminded me of old school, like his face was bloody. And he won the title, and all the fans hated him because he was like the heel. And every fan in this little arena, this little thing, threw every drink that was possible at the same time. It reminded me of like old school, like ECW backyard wrestling, kind of sketchy, but like really crazy fans. And like for the first time since almost the Attitude Era, I was like, yo, this is crazy. And I have no idea about the storyline. I just know. So anyway, yeah. But anyway, I did used to watch wrestling too. I got out around 2000. As soon as Stone Cold started with the what, I was out. That was the end of the Attitude Era. I was out. I wasn't out specifically because of that. I remember that time period. And I was
But
out.
Monday night was a shit.
Monday Night Raw. Yeah. Monday Night Raw. Raw is more. Yeah.
All right, we got Tony's Entertainment Systems. What other villains would you like to see have a movie?
Villains. I guess like we were talking about Carnage, so we'll talk about that right now, and then we'll get to like some other ones I got to think of. I saw a couple of the live photos and movie or clips of Carnage. It looks cool. The only problem is it looks like red Venom, and it's the same eye shape, which I don't like. I think more of the purists like me, I want it to look more comic book. I don't kind of like the slicker, longer eyes and the art direction of it. Now, Woody Harrelson himself is a great actor and he's going to be amazing, so whatever, but it literally looks like Tom Hardy Venom, like, but just red. It doesn't really, I mean, look, I didn't see the whole movie yet. I didn't really, I'm not going to like judge it like that, but
Yeah, it might change up in the movie, you know?
maybe they'll bully him like they did with Sonic, remember? Remember they did when Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie came out, and Sonic looked really shitty at first, and the fans bullied the producers into recreating Sonic, and it actually came out for the better. Maybe they'll do that with Carnage. Although I don't think Carnage is that off like Sonic was. Sonic looked like mentally challenged Sonic. Like it was something going on. So, but as far as other villains that should have movies, I immediately was thinking of like Disney stuff for some reason. Like fucking Chernobog over here, fucking something like that. Like I don't know. I'm just trying to think of a villain that doesn't have a movie. Like they kind of all do already.
Well, Cruella.
Cruella de Vil.
What do you think?
Have
you watched that one?
The live action one?
No, they have Emma Watson. That's in the movie.
That's what I mean. I didn't see that. Is it good?
It looks good.
101 Dalmatians. I just like that the cartoon animation of Cruella de Vil in her car, and she's like this, and she's mad, and her hair is all crazy. Yeah, kind of reminds me of my girlfriend a little bit when she's nuts like that, but that's okay.
What about Cruella full art shirt?
Yeah, well, no, the
They have
Disney
that?
shirts are dope. I actually have a really cool Disney villain shirt that I got that has like it's all the women villains. It has like Ursula and like, but it looks like the Brady Bunch, like it's in like a square. And there's just a picture of each one of them. And that's the Cruella de Vil. She's holding the wheel. She drove that dope-ass Cadillac. I respect her for that. You got to respect a strong woman that drives a nice Cadillac like that, aggressively. She looks like she did a bunch of coke and she's grinding her teeth. And she's just looking for dogs and shit. I don't know what her problem is, but whatever. I'm trying to think of any other villains that don't have a movie that should have a movie. Like specific villains. I don't know. Comic book character ones? I mean, Doctor Doom? We need Doctor Doom, like, full movie. Like, just Doom. I would take that.
What about Magneto?
Oh, like a full Magneto movie? Like an Origins movie of Magneto?
They
Yeah.
did that in First Class, which is
Yeah, I really liked First Class. I thought that was a really good movie. Because, some of the X-Men movies aren't so good. Logan was a phenomenal fucking movie.
Oh, the new Harry Potter kid is going to become the new Wolverine.
I've never watched a Harry Potter movie in my life. I don't know any. I couldn't name one other. All I know is the woman. It's a woman who created Harry Potter, right? She used to be homeless. She actually wrote that in her car or something like that. And now, God knows, she's worth almost $1 billion. Yeah, which is crazy. Yeah, Yeah, but I mean, whatever. Harry Potter is Harry Potter. You go down to fucking Disney, the Harry Potter world. I mean, that shit's for real. But I've never seen a Harry Potter movie before.
And Universal Studios, come on.
Universal, I'm sorry. Whatever. Coke and Pepsi, bro. It's the same shit. I don't.
You haven't been there?
What, to Harry Potter?
No, Universal or Disney.
I've
It's
been
like around the corner.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan.
You
Remember,
never
I went
go.
a year ago. My cousins, they made me go, and I paid. Remember, I told you I got there. They're like, yeah, just get the fast pass for Universal. And then all of a sudden, the lady at the counter is like, yeah, that'd be $412. I'm like, what? And then my cousin's looking at me like, yeah, just swipe it. I'm like, but it's $400.
And they're already in, right?
And well, they don't give a fuck. They go there, bro. And I'm like, okay, all right. I swiped it. I'm going, I don't know what the fuck I just spent $400 on, and I don't want to be here. I'm doing this for the fam. I'm doing this so no one says, Mike, you never fucking come out. I'm like, fucking, I'm gonna do it. You know what? Cool. We didn't wait in any lines. You know what? You don't wait on lines, but then everyone looks at you like they want to kill you, or they're wishing death upon your family because you're skipping all the lines. Yeah, of course you are, because you're the only idiot stupid enough to pay $200 extra for your ticket so you can fast pass it up. Bitch, I don't want to be here. What then I realized, the first thing we go on, the last time I was there, I was still drinking days. I was hungover as shit. I remember I wore my chalkline Wu-Tang jersey. My beard was out to here. I literally looked like some crazy motherfucker. And at which point I look back and I've told my family at one point after all that, once I lost weight and I was like, how come none of you motherfuckers ever said, Mike, you look like a nut job, bro? I mean, okay. So we go there. I'm hungover. It's already 96 degrees at 10 in the fucking morning. The first thing we do is walk through, I think it's Universal. I see the Minions, the little Minion ride, which is like a little movie theater ride. I haven't been on a ride since maybe 8-10 years, maybe even longer, but the last time I was at any kind of ride of any kind. So I sit in the Minions thing, which is not a ride. It's a movie theater looking thing, and the seats go left and right a little, and I immediately got sick and didn't like it. That's like level 0.01.
I don't even think you're a fan of the rides, right?
Dude, the next one, they're like, all right, guys, let's go rock and roll roller coaster.
Oh, that was a good one.
And I'm like, what? And I look up and I see, and everyone's screaming, and I'm like, I don't like this at all. And of course, my family who I'm with, they own a very large company where they book tours with big families, and then they have their employees do the tours. So they've been on every ride a million times. They know everyone that works there. It's just, right? They know exactly what the fuck they were doing. They know I was hungover. I didn't want to be there. Rock and roll roller coaster. I remember my Rob was
1 to
like
60 like in 1.2.
Okay, yeah, he's like, you got to put a song on, and he's like, I just see like Kanye West, and I put on like Stronger, whatever the fuck it was. It starts playing. I'm like, yo, the speakers are cool. Then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, and then all of a sudden we're going up, bro. Instantly, I felt like I was gonna die. I didn't like it at all. I realized in that moment, all I did was think of my father when we were little kids. My father, 10 out of 10 times, we would wait on Space Mountain, all the shit, 2-hour line. My father would just sit there with his old school Nikon camera, and he never got on a ride. And his claim to fame was he would always say, I rode the Cyclone at Coney Island. And in his mind, that's like the craziest roller coaster ever because it's made out of wood and it's sketchy. So to him, he paid all his roller coaster dues. And it was like that. That was like in 1961, by the way, you did that. So I felt like my father's, I felt like in that moment, I'm like, this is what my father didn't want to be on these fucking rides.
Final Destination?
Dude, you know what? It's not even that I feel like we're going to die and the ride's going to break, or I just don't like it. I just don't like the feeling of being thrown around in the roller coaster.
That's G-forces.
Yeah, but I'd rather be in a fucking Bugatti or something. I like that. But just going left and right, and I don't know. I can't.
Actually, Bugatti's more risky.
Yeah, but the seats are nicer.
All right.
I mean, if I'm going to die, I'm dying a Bugatti at 220. But you know what? I rode a bunch of, I rode the Hulk. I did it all, man. Okay, at the point of the story was
the Velocicoaster.
What's
You
that?
haven't done that one.
No, I didn't do that one. Is that new?
Velociraptor coaster, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Was that Jurassic Park shit?
Yeah, you could go with the towel.
Well, the only time I might go back to Disney is when they open Nintendo World. Or is it open already?
No.
It's not open. I would have heard it by now. When they do that, I might go there. But and the other thing I do like, which one's Avatar in? It's Universal, obviously, because it's the movie.
Oh yeah.
Avatar is cool because it's a beautiful place and the rides are kind of cool. That I could fuck with. I'm a pussy. I don't like roller coasters. I figured it out. My late 30s body does not like roller coasters. Although I was overweight and hungover at the time I went, I might have a different reaction now. It's still sketchy, and I don't like it. No, I didn't throw up.
That's good.
I felt nauseous, but I never actually thrown up. So then what happened was, speaking of Harry Potter, that day, midway through the day, we go to the Harry Potter ride. And it's a fucking roller coaster in the dark and all this crazy shit. We did Transformers, all this shit. The Harry Potter, we got out, it was torrential downpour. I'm talking about Florida shit, level 50. People know what it's like. It rained so hard and so long that we got caught underneath the little drawbridge where Harry Potter is, and we had no other place to go. And we just stood there for about 9 to maybe 15 minutes. And my other cousin just kept laughing at me because I was wearing my fucking Jordans that were like Spizikes. They weren't that, but at that time I didn't have that many sneakers, and they were one of my favorite. He's like, "Oh, you wore your good ones today, huh?" Meanwhile, they're literally squishy from how much water. I mean, they filled up to the top and overflowed in my shoes. That's how we had nowhere to go. We couldn't run anywhere. It was like, so we left. The point was, I made a decision right there. I said, "Well, it's too much rain, guys. I'm going home." We were only there for maybe 2.5 hours.
Oh, you called it a kind of rain?
My other cousin and his girl, they're like, his girl was like, "We're not fucking leaving. We just paid $700 between two of us. And Mike, you're leaving?" I'm like, "I'm fucking out of here." I'm like, "I don't want to be here. This is too much." And
should have gave me the ticket. I would have went.
No. Well, that was when I was at Orange Lake, and you just weren't with us that day, but you came back to Orange Lake. Then when we had that 5-star resort, we had the fucking. I took you to that restaurant. We went downstairs. We got the filet mignon. And
Shrimp
then
sandwiches?
Yeah.
Oh, filet mignon.
And then what did you tell the waitress? "Yeah, I'd like that well done."
That was good.
And she said, "Excuse me?" And you said, "Yeah, I'd like it well done." And she said, "You know you're ordering filet mignon, meaning it's better like medium rare. You want the redness?" And no. Is that what's up with that? Why do you wanted black, bro? My girl's the same way, bro.
LeBron has it like that too.
Does he?
Yeah.
Well, how do you know that? Did he post that? "Yo, just got filet mignon." Bro, well, LeBron's eating Kobe beef. Like real shit. Like $600 steak if he wants to. And he's not eating it. No. You get a good steak medium rare. You want to have a little bit of the redness. You want a little bit of blood in there, bro. You can eat it like that. It's fine. We got the, what is it? The appendix or something we had when we cavemen. It filters it out. Anyway, we're deep in the weeds. Give me another topic. I don't even know. Once again, today's vibe is a little bit different.
All right, severe thunderstorm warning in effect in Orlando, Florida until 3:15.
I do see the clouds they're starting to get fairly serious out there.
Yeah, it's getting pissed.
Whatever. Give me another topic.
We got JB Dougie. He showed me an article. All right, he said the best 5 handhelds for retro gaming on the go.
Okay. And the Nintendo Switch is in there.
Emulation.
Oh no, retro gaming. Okay. So, like the retro bit stuff, or maybe the Super.
Yeah, what do you think about those?
Superboy's in there, I'm sure.
This one can supports up to Nintendo 64, PlayStation 1, and Dreamcast.
What? Oh yeah, but they must be ROMs and emulators though. Okay, yeah, because you're not gonna just go
$140. What do you think?
No, because you could play those games on your phone, and I mean, what is it? It looks like a Game Boy.
Yeah. He's telling me like I should get like a PSP and hack it.
That is different. Yeah, if you get a PSP and you want to mod it and put the ROMs and emulators on there, that's fine.
Yeah, with the chip, right?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I don't know how to do that. I used to kind of know how to do that. On my Vita, I did something like that, but that's not a bad idea.
Classics?
Yeah, well, that's a little easier, but I'm saying because I think you have to get the proprietary memory card, the Sony Magic Stick thing, and put it in for the PSP. I don't know how it works, but I used to have one that was modded. That's not a bad idea, and the PSP still holds up. Another thing that's going skyrocketing in price, just a normal PSP is like $150, $200 now. The fuck's going on, bro? I don't know. I'm glad I got in when I got in.
Were you not a fan of emulators?
You know my stance. You know my steez. I'm not really into the emulators and ROMs. I like
$85.
Yeah, I don't like it. And it's from China, and it looks weird, and it's sketchy. And just, once again, you could download shit like that on your phone, bro. It's not, N64, and then you're starting to get into a little bit. But the only thing I have that's semi-close to that is that, what was it, that Pandora's Key. We haven't hooked that up in a while. That thing is great. We've had so many good sessions on that thing because they're all arcade games. And there was all those weird, remember the Batman one? Batman. It's like the arcade version. It just brings up like a 32-bit Michael Keaton face, and then Penguin or something. Catwoman. Shout out Michelle Pfeiffer.
It plays like almost like Sega Saturn, right? A little bit better, smoother.
What the Pandora's Key? Well, I mean, certain the fighting games are direct arcade ports. All the X-Men vs. Street Fighter. I mean, it's similar to this. Oh, we didn't turn on the screens today.
Damn.
We're fucked up, man. We fucked up.
You could do it.
Turn them on now?
Yeah,
No, that's okay. Nah. We're gonna make it this far. We're gonna leave it off. It's okay. The fans will have to. They'll have to deal with it.
Damn.
You're slipping, Doyle. That's your job. That's actually my job. I do it every episode, but it's okay. It's fine.
All right, eBay just hit me up.
Oh,
34% off the Wii U. What do you think?
Wii U, terrible system. You already have a Wii U,
Yeah.
don't you? Yeah, you have like a Zelda one or some bullshit.
All right, so we got other topics or what?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, thoughts on the console upscalers for retro consoles, such as
Yeah,
Framemeisters?
Framemeisters is expensive, but I mean, you know what?
The frame rates?
I would like to get something like that, just because if if you get yourself a really good monitor, maybe a Trinitron, PVM monitor, and you get a Framemeister, I mean, you could really get this shit where you're seeing like super detail if you want to get nuts, but you're going to spend a couple grand doing it. They're not a joke. I mean, PVM monitors and Framemeisters, you're in the thousands already. I honestly think good, solid, clean connection on a good old fucking CRT, you still get some really good quality. I mean, that Panasonic in there, beautiful. Samsung GX, beautiful. Even the little baby Sharp in there. That thing is great. We still have to get that other from my old neighbor, that old lady. Remember Karen? We got to get that TV from her.
What was it?
I don't even remember, but that was a big boy. That was like a serious... I forget the brand of it, but it's a...
Hitachi? No, right.
Maybe it was an Hitachi, but it's a CRT monitor. It's not even a TV. It didn't even have a tuner. And I was like, why do you have this? She's like, oh, it's been there for 20 years. We didn't even use it. I mean, it was literally brand new. And then she had all the receivers with it. And you could tell the console, it was super old. So it was from fucking the 90s. Whatever. Just the journey of bringing that from there to here would be ridiculous. And I don't have room. We still have to get it, whatever's going on there. So, yeah. What was the topic? What were we talking about? What topic did you just get?
Framemeister.
Oh, the Framemeister, yeah. So anyway, I fuck with upscalers. I think that's the best one. I know there's a bunch of other different connectors. There's all different types of things you could do from, even if you're switching from like PAL to NTSC, there's all shit you can do. But generally for me, composite, red, white, yellow is good enough for me. If you want to get nuts, you can Framemeister, upscale it. There's a lot of HDMI converters out for Dreamcast, for... I run my Dreamcast VGA, which is pretty nice. Trying to think of any other OG Xbox, PS2. What is it? Not Hyperkin. It's Hyperlink or Hyper something. There's a company that makes their logo looks like a Konami logo, which is weird. I always think of it as Konami, which is.
Well, there's a company that actually can put an HDMI connection on your GameCube.
Yeah. Remember that stupid GameCube cable that used to be $300? I'm sure it's that much now. The OG component GameCube. And we come to find out is because within the cable, there's braiding inside there that's proprietary to Nintendo that only allows the video to pass through that cable. Because I said to myself, why isn't there a third-party company that makes a GameCube fucking, proprietary to red, blue, green, or, component, and then you can have audio red and white?
Progressive scan, right?
Yo, that shit is crazy. I mean, I haven't looked that cable up in a long time, and I'm sure that cable is still over $400 or $500. I mean, it was $250-ish, but I'm not buying that. I'm not fucking around. I don't really have a need for it. I don't really have a want even. GameCube looks pretty good.
But you get the progressive scan.
Yeah, but I don't know. You might find one of those at a thrift store. I haven't been to the thrift in a minute, bro.
All right, here we go. $349 for the cable.
Yeah, no, I'm out.
You don't get it?
I'm out. No, I'm out.
There's someone bidding for $250.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, throw it in a bag. I'll fucking pick it up. Get out of here. Nah.
Oh, you said you've been to stores?
I haven't been to a thrift store in a minute. I've actually taken a break. I'm letting them reset. I was going to go this morning, and I ended up getting my hair cut, and then it took a long time getting my hair cut. Like, I walked right in, and my boy hooked me up, but he was doing Picasso on me, bro. He was going ham. I mean, it looks great. It's beautiful, but it was like an hour plus haircut. It was weird. And then I was like, this idiot, you're going to fucking show up at my house. I'm the idiot because, of course, you didn't show up at my house. It still took you another hour to get here.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, for real. Yeah,
I made it here, though.
You're here. Yeah, technically you're here.
Yeah, but you could have missed out on the Vince Lombardi jacket.
Yeah, I know. That you always think I'm going to find the Vince Lombardi jacket at the thrift store. I need to let the thrift store reset, and also I should start clearing out some of the shit that I have. I think I already went a little ham, and I think it's time to purge a little bit. Yeah. That's what it's about, purging. Purging is key. People need to understand purging. Motherfuckers, I was just going through this with my girl. She just moved into her new apartment and her other house. I encourage her to throw out as much stuff as you can, fresh start. The thing is that she owns her own business, and then she let a lot of stuff pile up at her business. Well, last night, we went to her store at like 9 o'clock at night, and I was like, all right, Mikey Organized coming through. I'm coming in hot, and there's dumpsters out back. I just started, everything is garbage, but you know what? It looks way better, way cleaner, refresh feeling. The way I look at shit like that is, if you got things tucked away, obviously, unless it's cash or something like valuable, and you haven't touched it or thought about it, just throw it away. You don't need it. And if it's something you can donate and help people, I'm talking about random dumb shit. Anyway, give me another topic, man. We're getting crazy today. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
All right, so there's an article here that says there was a Cape Cod great white shark sighting.
Okay.
Cape Cod? That's in there, right?
Cape Cod is technically what, like, Jaws was filmed, like that Cape Cod area.
Could be the real Jaws.
Well, what do you mean? So they saw a great white in Cape Cod?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's not the first great white they've ever seen. I'm pretty sure. I mean, okay. Would you go and swim with a great white shark? Is the question.
Well, I saw on the news some lady got bit in Cocoa Beach.
Yeah, there's always,
By
but
a
they're
bull
not.
shark.
They're not great whites down here.
Yeah, there's a baby bull shark.
Because they like
But still.
the great whites like the cold water, right? Or am I bugging?
Yeah.
They like the cold. But then why are they in Australia?
They
Good,
like to
good
travel.
day, mate.
They like to travel.
That's not a knife. That's a knife. I don't know. That's a Crocodile Dundee. But yeah, would you? I wouldn't. Okay, I borderline don't even know if I would.
We're going to the beach at Miami Beach, right?
Oh, I guess we can go to the beach, and we can do Scarface,
We
Miami
finally
Beach,
get a
man.
suntan.
I need to get a tan. I might do a base coat tan before we leave. I'm starting to get the arm out the window tan on this arm, and if we're gonna drive 4 hours to Miami, how long is the drive? It's 4 hours. You're from Miami, Doyle.
Three and a half.
We're going to, I don't remember the hotel. I forget the name of it. Something Intercontinental, something or other. I don't fucking know. I'm excited for that, bro. I don't know what's gonna happen. I like the idea that we're getting out of town for the flea instead of doing it in Orlando like we did the first time. I like that it's a little, different location. We could have went to the one in Texas. They do, but this is gonna be cool.
The books are cooked, right?
Well, I don't know exactly. I almost feel like we should have went a day earlier because Slobby Robbie's like, I'm gonna be at the pre-party at the club. I think it's Club Live, or I think it's Live down there, right? That's the nice club. I think it is. But I mean, we'll see him afterwards anyway. I'm excited to hang out with Slobby. You never met Slobby before, did you?
No.
You just know of him online. Yeah, he's a cool ass fucking dude, bro.
And he helped us out with the Gucci bag.
Yeah. Well, he's helped me out with a million things. He's helped me out with the Kobe sneakers. That man is like high level authenticator. Never mind bootleg expert. Never mind. I mean, that's his thing. Yeah, art appraiser, and he's got the Generation Cool story. He's got the Netflix show. He's got the Generation Kicks now, Cool Kicks. He's got everything. Slobby Robbie, bro, he's a man, bro. He gets down. He likes to party, and he gets a little nuts. So we're gonna have fun with Slobby. I'm just excited to go to Miami. I don't know. I'm just excited for a road trip. I'm not excited about sitting in a car with you for 4 hours. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring the 4K camera and we're gonna vlog it up, and then we're gonna bring the MacBook Pro, and we're gonna edit it and try to upload while we're there.
What the hell?
Well, unless it's intense, unless I get crazy Martin Scorsese with it and I want to input every little detail, it'll still be cool. We could still use it. And then Josh from Future Past NYC, he's gonna come back with us. You're sitting in the back of the car. I do have a 2-seater. I don't know how you're gonna like sitting in the back of that car for 4 hours. It is pretty spacious though.
Yeah, it's a Maybach.
Yeah, it's not really like a fucking little baby backseat. I was looking at it today. I'm like, it's pretty spacious. And I'm short, so you could sit behind me. I fucking sit up, to the wheel like a fucking little gremlin. So, I don't know. What else we got? How long have we been recording for? I feel like we got lost in the Matrix. Where are we at? You don't even know?
Where are we at? Let me see what's on. About 49 minutes.
49 minutes? Okay. We could do another. So you got any other
more
topics?
topics?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
We got Poopy Diaz. Thoughts on getting clapped at basketball in Olympics.
I don't know what that means.
I mean, we lost to France, I think.
Oh, yeah, but it's I don't
know.
know. I don't really. Can I?
I mean, the international players are better now, man.
I don't. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
not
even
liking? I don't know if this is related, but like the whole like what with the one chick with the. There was a tennis player. She didn't want to play anymore with a runner. There's something going on with the mental health thing.
Oh, the chicks, Simone.
Listen, man. Listen, I don't want to sound insensitive.
Come on.
I don't know, man.
There's no fans in the stands.
No, but didn't she say something like, my mental health is more important and I don't want to, participate. But it's like, what are you talking about?
But she's coming back. She's doing some other event.
But I think, listen, here's my thing on it.
She's just pissed about it.
I'm not going to get too deep into it. I just think people lean on the mental health thing as a scapegoat to do things. Like, not everybody has a mental health issue. Mental health is a real thing, but like, I feel like people over-exaggerate and exploit the term mental health to like explain why they're not doing things in life or they're not like, I don't know. And I feel like we give people a pass because you don't want to be on the receiving end of sounding insensitive to somebody who may have a mental health issue. So where's the line? Where do you draw the line? Where it's like, you're a professional athlete and you're here to do something, just fucking do it. Like, I'm not saying you may not have gone through hard times in your life or something, but it's like, I feel like motherfucker, because what it's doing is that trickles down to the younger generations. Now you got some random kid that doesn't want to play middle school basketball because mental health.
Yeah, but what about if her grandma died or something?
But people's grandmas die all the time. I'm not saying don't take some time off, but that I think it wasn't that, though. I think it was more of a general, like, hey, I deal with depression and I don't feel like playing tennis today or running track today. It's like, yeah, but what about all the people that help you get here and your team and all the people that depend on you, and just because it's easy for you to do that, because a lot of people can't do that. So there is something to be said about overcoming certain things. Listen, there's probably things that are like, listen, I'm super depressed and I got to be in bed for 3 days. Like, I have clinical depression and something's fucked up. You need to go see somebody. But you can't just willy-nilly just let it be known that it's acceptable to just, I'm going to call into work today and mental health, and my employer better respect that. It's like, cool, well, we'll just hire someone else. Like, we're not going to just, like, I feel like we just placate too much.
What about the opposite way when the NBA teams do load management?
It's terrible, and they should be ashamed of themselves. LeBron James, whoever does it, LeBron's not the most guilty of them. I know, like, Tim Duncan did it, all of them did it towards the end of career. Kawhi Leonard. I don't care. Listen to me. If I pay $300 for me and my son and I work a normal fucking job, or even if I don't, even if I'm a fucking millionaire, you know what? I paid $400 to go to a game on a Thursday night. I didn't come here to see the two backups. I came here to see fucking LeBron and Anthony Davis. Get your asses on the fucking court. Because you know what? And I hate that somebody would come at me and be like, that's insensitive, da-da-da-da-da. No. Those motherfuckers are compensated quite handsomely. Can you imagine going to your job and just being like, load management? Yeah. I'm not coming in today. I still want to get paid. I still want my Nike endorsement deal, and I still want a cut of my salary. Load management, don't want to blow out my ACL on the sales floor today. Like, fuck you.
This kid that I watched, his name is Flight. He paused it right when James Harden's drinking a smoothie. He's like, look at this guy drinking a banana smoothie. That's your star right there?
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, and yeah, he's sitting there with fucking $150,000 in jewelry on and, pinky in the air sipping a fucking smoothie, and his team's on the floor. And what, just because load management? No, motherfucker. Here's the way it works. You play all the time, and if you don't make it to the playoffs because you're hurt because of the regular season, then get in better shape, motherfucker. We just gave you $30 million. Shut the fuck up and play basketball.
Well, your Yankees are doing that.
I have a problem with whoever does it. If you're being paid to play a sport and you're taking off time because you want to save yourself for later in the season when it matters, fuck you. Then get in better shape and find a way, like everyone did for the last 40 years of sports, to play the full season, including LeBron. When LeBron was on the Cavs in 2004, he was playing 78, 80 games a season, was he not? Didn't Jordan play 82 plus games in a regular season and then play every game of the playoffs? And then he got fucked up and had a flu game and it wasn't the flu, or they think it's food poisoning. He's like, I ate the pizza. Remember in the documentary?
I'm pretty sure he was hungover.
He was
A
hungover.
lot of people
He was
said
hungover.
that
He was
partied
he
and
was
shit.
fucking banging hookers and drinking whiskey at 4 a.m. No problem with it. Still went out and scored. What did he score that game? 40 something. Because you know what I mean. Scotty carrying him off the court.
So you could do that?
No, you should do that. Once again, the pussification of America. We're letting people get away with, load management, mental health issue. Nah. Nope. That is vaginal activity, and it will not be tolerated. You got to man up a little. Look, I know I'm a little from the old school, and I go super hard. Everyone else, though, we gotta find a happy medium here. You can't just be taking time off, bro. Anyway, give me one more topic, and we're out of here.
For real?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Oh, so this one, my boy from Fox Riders.
Okay.
Who would win in Street Fighter, me or you?
Oh, I've already proven that.
If Doyle wins, does he get Yoshi eggs? It's not bad.
We haven't got Yoshi eggs in a while. But I mean, everyone talks shit with Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I went 4-0 on the vacation. Remember that? That was a long time ago now. It was like 6-7 years ago. Everyone talks shit. I said, listen, I've really never lost in this game. 4 different people, including you, on Dreamcast. We played Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I went 4-0.
And you retired?
Actually 8-0. And that's what I always do, and that's why people hate me.
What do you mean?
I always win in a game that I say I'm good at, and then I won't replay anyone. I prove my point and I leave. This ain't a 7-game series, motherfucker.
It could have been a fluke.
Well, 4 times in a row at 2, matches of best of 3, I win. Yeah. I'm not saying I can't be beaten, and plus I'd have to brush up on my skills, but I used to play for money. Hey, we used to do back alley crazy shit. Yeah.
Mafia shit?
Mafia shit. For real mafia shit. People got fucked up. People got well, because people do
Tell
shit.
him he got hit by a car?
Well, yeah, bro, people do crazy shit. Put $1,000 on a game. They don't have the $1,000. They lose. Something has to happen. You can't just no. But those were the old days. We're talking about early 2000s.
Feed him to lines.
Yeah, that's it. Donnie Brasco shit. No. But yeah, no. I put any fighting game. I mean, I haven't played in a minute. Every once in a while, I hop on these things, but. You get back in that competitive mode. There aren't many games I'm great at. I always say Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Virtua Tennis. It was a random game, but I'm super nasty Dreamcast Virtua Tennis. I don't know what it is. I spent so much time playing it.
The PS Vita version is good.
It was a great game.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of another game that I'm just absolutely Gran Turismo. No one's really fucking with me in Gran Turismo. As long as we're using the equal cars and I'm on my racing setup, which look, I brought it out here kind of. We should have put that up today. On the trinkets. That'll be next time.
Oh, okay.
I kind of want to get that going again, man. And all the pieces for that it's hard to find. And by the way, the wheel was broken.
Oh.
That was when Uncle Pete came over and broke my wheel. But we fixed it with the flex tape.
What did he do?
He was driving and I put the VR on him. That was the problem. I was like, Pete, you want to relive your childhood? I got a 1969 Mustang. He's like, oh yeah, bro. I put on the goddamn VR. So it's Gran Turismo Sport VR. Boom. Stick shift wheel. He's like looking around. He's like, this is fucking incredible. And then he pushes in the clutch. He starts shifting. He's going ham. He ripped the fucking wheel off the table. Broke the thing that actually attaches to it. And then we fixed it with flex tape. And it actually worked. We just put flex tape and we put in a roll of it. And we squished it down. That lasted another 6 months at that house. But when I went to take it out, I was like, oh, that little hook is gone. So I couldn't even attach it to the table.
So now what?
I hit up the people at Logitech, and they claim they're going to send me the new 923 wheel. Good old Gary. Good old Gary at Logitech. Thank you, Gary. Yeah. Not Gary V. I know Doyle's been watching a lot of Gary V. You know what, man? Fuck your parents. If they don't like you and they don't like what you're doing, fuck them. Go to a garage sale, spend $300, and then make $300,000. And when you're done, just start up a new company and fuck everybody. Gary V.
Just say that.
It's kind of what he says. It's kind of what he told me the other day. I saw one of his videos. He said, go garage selling with $100. You could easily, he goes easily, and I'm going to say it again, easily, he does. You can make $3,000. And then you can invest in this new NFT. And he starts going NFT shit. I'm like, dude.
I like Luka Doncic's cards.
Yeah, but he was the one who drove up the prices of that. And I called him out on that, and he responded to me about it. I said, Gary, you do know you're responsible for 75% of the increase in sports cards, right? And he just gave me the shrug. He gave me the Jordan shrug. But it's true, though. I mean, you have to know that you have influence like that. Like, that happens. If LeBron James tells you to go out today and buy something, Pokemon Stadium 2, it's going to be more popular. The price is going to go up. That's how much influence these motherfuckers have, bro. You got to think.
There's spray commercials.
Yeah, well, exactly. But they get paid very well for that. Very well. All right, we're going to get out of here on that. We're going to get out of here. I'm done. Bro, we went ham today. I don't even know what happened. I feel like I just threw up a bunch of words. I don't even know what happened. Is there anything you'd like to tell the people before we leave?
Or we're doing the vintage thing, right?
Well, that'll be the 14th, so it's 2 weeks. We're going to do one more show next week, and then the following thing, we'll do the vlog. And then what's nice is when we come back on Monday, Josh is coming back. We're going to do an interview with Josh from Future Past NYC about the vintage stuff. He told me he's never been on a podcast, and he wants the first time to be on this podcast. Who knows? We might drag Slobby Robbie back up here. We'll put him in the back of the car. I don't know if he's with his girl. His girl's really cool, too. Well, let's all just...
Where am I going to go, in the trunk?
No, you could sit in the back.
Oh, my God.
Dude, you could fit 3 in the back, 2 if you're fat. Okay, well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sending in topics and suggestions. We will be back this upcoming Monday, new episode of the show. Make sure you share, like, and support the show if you can, if you fuck with us. Until next time, peace.